Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for coming, everyone, and welcome to GQUAT Garden, Quilt, and Art Show. Hello, Unbiased LLC, my Renaissance Grandma, Ty Lily. Thank you for being in the early birds, and my dear Dolores. My dear Dolores, you guys, I will repeat it in a little while. Is in the hospital. She had surgery yesterday, and it's a struggle. So let's all please pray for Dolores. She left all my markers in place. I don't know how many things I'll be able to do at one time. It's kind of hard to, tag on all the things, but all of us are praying for you, Dolores. I don't know if you're here, if you're able to see it, the replay. She was able to get up for a little while today. Hello, my Renaissance Grandma. And we love you. We miss you. We miss all that good stuff you do, making Auntie Ellen look like a queen. Unbiased LLC. And anybody I didn't see to say hello to, I apologize. I'm looking at all these screens and trying to keep up. Those of you who are here for the replay, thank you and welcome. Maria Graham, thank you for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. I'd like to say thank you for all of the monthly channel members, to the subscribers on the channel, those of you in the bushes, and just everyone who has supported the channel in any way all of this time. Joanne Stevens says she's praying for your healing, Dolores. Everybody's praying for you. I'm trying to show it so that when it goes like on would it repeat, when it's later on you'll be able to see it. I'm not as functional clicking on everybody, but we really miss you and hope that and pray that you'll be back to doing everything that you want to do really, really soon. Mike's Chaotic Gardening says, hello, Sissy Joanne Stevens, unbiased, everybody. I'm just clicking away, you guys. She's pedaling like a hamster on a wheel. Thank you, guys. I really, really appreciate you. Boy. Dun, 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 dun. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Again, thank you. Bouger Prepper. Hola, sobrina. Mil gracias. Mil gracias. Buenas tardes. It's afternoon. I tell you, I've been running around this week and so much. I went Tuesday to get my Bad Body Not So Fit. I see you. I haven't seen you for a little minute. NSAIDs, Tylenol Extra. Well, that's what I was just about to tell you guys. So after I left my intensive sports therapy, OT therapy, physical and OT therapy, I had this bright idea to stop by Staples because I wanted to get some business paperwork done. So I went in there and the young man helped me, and I let me backtrack to the day before. I had to be in another town at 8:15 in the morning so that I could see my rheumatologist to check up on things since my surgery. After that, I had the bright idea to go to Costco. Fill up the cart. Their carts are fast. Boy, I only crashed into about 5 things. Got everything loaded, left there, went to the post office. I have this box and a couple boxes there, went home. The next day, I had a morning appointment. This is Tuesday. Then from Tuesday afternoon, I went to an intensive physical therapy. Decided to stop by Staples and get some copies Dun, 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 dun. The guy asked me to step somewhere else. So I went over there. He emailed the documents to me. I get to the front door to leave. And some lady in line goes, she goes, "Oh, miss." And she's holding up this thing. "I left my wallet." OMG. All my cards in it, my everything, everything. So I'm like, boy, that was a close one. And see, this is what I tell you guys about ethics and doing the right thing. I had something happen to me a couple of months ago, and I ended up losing about $350. I found a way around. I could have. And then I said, nope, that's not the right thing to do. So I didn't do it. And I get home and I'm looking for my phone so I could put in my 3 miles on the exercise bike, all my other stuff. I don't have my phone. Oh my goodness. So I go run get the iPad and it says I look for my phone. Hello, our treasured home, and anybody else that came in that I didn't see. And the iPad says your phone is in the store that you just left and where you almost left your wallet. Mind you, the day before I was already aggravated at Costco because I got there at 9:15. They didn't open until 10 o'clock. I didn't have my crochet, nothing to do, and I had to sit there and pout for 45 minutes. So anyway, I have to go back all the way in rush hour traffic to where Staples was and get my phone. Then I get home and the paperwork that he was supposed to email to me never got there. Maybe because my phone, I had reported it lost, through the software. I'm like, what the what? What the what? So, anyways, moving right along, we're here today, and I'm glad I did the right thing when it was my turn in the universe, because one person could have kept a almost new iPhone 14. Somebody else could have gotten a really nice wallet, even if they threw all the stuff in it out. And everybody did the right thing. And I got back from the universe what I tried to give out. It almost brings me in tears because when you see about the bad people and you know about all the things that are going on, there are still so many good people in the world, including many of you in here. And I'm just so thankful to have you in my world. To have you in my world. Dolores says she's up a little bit. Thank you so much, Auntie Ellen. God bless you. He's blessed me. He's blessed me with you and you and you and you and you. Well, the good news, Dolores, is that no, I don't want you to stay there that long, but as soon as I get through Mother's Day and Father's Day, this beautiful pink quilt is going to be finished and at your home as soon as possible. Kelly, I bring it every day. Thank you for welcome. Cece's Texas Garden, who was tortured growing up learning how to do these arts and crafts, but maybe she'll come back and do it again. So let me see if thank you for the thumbs up, everybody. I'm going to go into the chat to see if I can catch up with you guys. So I don't know. I don't know. So what I'm trying to do, I don't know. It's not letting me do it. I'm able to gift some memberships, but it's not letting me do it. It's not letting me do it. So I will just keep kicking the ball forward, and it's trying to charge me for each one. So I just want to point out that those of you in green with the special thing, those are the monthly members who pay $1.99 and will get extra perks. They can email me, they can ask me for special instructions, anything that I'm doing live, if you ask me to email it to you, I'll be more than willing to do that. Big Rooster Show. Thank you for coming, sir. And hello to you, darling. I ain't seen you at the bowling alley for a couple of days. Matter of fact, you've been on the DL. I don't know what you're doing. I know you were doing something with your grandson, and family is everything. My little guy, I posted a short video last week. It was my great great grandson's fourth birthday, and his grandmother, who is my granddaughter, baked him the most amazing Oreo cake from scratch. From scratch. It was 4 layers. It was about yay high, literally. Literally, it had the crushed Oreos around the bottom. It was decorated across the top. So, my Renaissance grandma, Vanessa, if I didn't say hi, hi, sweetie. Hi, everybody. I'm running around like on the hamster mill without my Dolores. So let me show you guys a mail haul. The retired gardener. Hello, all. She has to run outside, but she's here. Some of the people, like Yankee's sister, are outside planting. Some of the others in 6B are. But I have a community garden. It's some distance away. You have to take everything there in a cart. And I won't be able to bring stuff back into my garage at night. Speaking of garages, I want to show you guys something as part of the show and tell in Auntie Joanne's garage, because when I go out to her house, I must leave something in every room of the house. Maybe not her bedroom unless it's Angel and some of Mr. Hershey's toys are in there, because when I'm out there from the first floor to the second floor, it's like 24 feet, and Mr. Hershey's blind. He doesn't like to go up the steps, or he like falls. You have to carry him or put him on the leash going up and down. So he likes to go in Uncle Roscoe and Auntie Joanne's room and sleep. And I go upstairs by myself until Angel runs up there. So look what's in the garage at Auntie Joanne's house. This is one of those old-fashioned treadle machines. It's over 100 years old. It was gifted to Auntie Joanne for me, and I went out. The belt is still on it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I didn't pull it out because I was waiting for my knee surgery, which I just had 8 weeks ago, and this is what was parked in front of it, and I didn't want to scratch it all up trying to pedal it. Uncle Roscoe said I could vroom and drive it anytime I want. Auntie Joanne's car is right next to it, but I had trouble getting in and out. It's low. It was low. But guess what? I've been doing all these squats, and I do them correctly, and a bunch of squats, which is why I couldn't remember squat like my wallet or my cell phone. It's still out there waiting for me, sissy. Thank you. Everything is where I left it. All that 10-pound box of fiber fill, the sewing machines. Cece said it's like sitting on the ground. It's okay to sit on it. It's the getting up part that kicks your butt. No, Mom, I didn't say that little fresh word on TV. So at the post office, I was so excited. I knew I had one box there, and I had a second box. So I'll tell you, I'll leave the box I was expecting until last. There was a surprise box. So when I was in North Carolina, I used to teach arts and crafts. Nikki, the everyday life of an OCD-ish chick. She just came in from dropping seeds in her garden and dropping everything else. Wellness with Frugal Mama. Hello, hello, hello. You guys don't see me exercise, but I really do. I really do every day. Mike can tell you I'm in the background 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. And in fact, when you see me at my sewing machine sometimes, you see a chair in the back. There's something called a desk cycle. And that's my desk cycle right here in my little studio at home. And I have my little weights and bands and dumbbells. So the boxes I got. Well, you know what I said about getting back in the universe what you put out? So, a couple of years ago, a friend of mine who is a quilter asked me to finish an underground railroad quilt for her, and I did. She was going to pay me, but some things happened, and I she I didn't get any payment for it as far as that. So I just said, well, sometimes that happens. We're really good friends. So in this box was a box from her, and I told some of you about when I used to buy fabric in bulk, and I told you about this red fabric that I bought 160 yards of at a yard sale. It was only $20. I gifted it to everybody in my universe who wanted some of it. I gave this particular friend like two 10-yard packets, two 10-yard packets of it. Guess what was in there? She sent me 10 yards of it back, and she hasn't even washed it. I can tell because it's got that little dusty feel in it. But I don't know what I'm going to end up doing with it. I want to show you guys what to do when you get ready to wash fabric. If you buy fabric new, there's no need to wash it nowadays. Most fabric is made in countries under health laws. It's exported, it's imported, it's tested for this, that, and the third, so you don't have to worry about it. What you need to think about once or twice is when you buy things at the secondhand store, at yard sales, whatever. So this is what you do. This is 10 yards. I just put it on the spool because I'm so OCD-ish and I like my fabric to not be wrinkled and I don't like to iron. So what you do is take all four corners of the big piece of fabric like this, and you cut a 45-degree angle. Maybe it's not 45, but that's close enough. And that will form like a bias, and it won't ravel when you wash it. When you take it out the washer and dryer, I wash this for two reasons. One, it was old and dusty, and I bought it from somebody's basement yard sale. And the second reason is that red sometimes runs. So red fabrics, and depending on the brand, I only buy one or two brands of black fabric. I like to use black fabric a lot as a neutral. So that's when I pre-wash that. So now, what else was in this box from my friend who we ended up bartering? Hey, Ruby Spot, thank you for coming. And thank you for keeping an eye on Dolores. For those of you who just came in, my sidekick Dolores is in the hospital. Please pray for her. She had surgery yesterday. They got her up a little bit today. She was up for a little bit. I'm sure she's in intense pain. I'm not going to betray her HIPAA stuff or anything, but she would appreciate our prayers. And she knows that we love her. So what else was in my friend's box? She knows that I make CC says prayers for Dolores. I'm trying to show them. Prayers. No, I'm clicking on just everything. See, Dolores, I'm just clicking. Just a clicking. But we're going, right? The clock is still ticking. Our pressured home saying prayers for Dolores. We all pray for. They're probably praying that somebody come and save me. So back to what was in my friend's box. So quilters always know what the other one like. This lady and I, were we were very close, and she knows my mother likes neutrals and browns and colors, and I mentioned that I'm going to be working on one or two new quilts for my mom. Ruby Spot said happy Thursday. She's praying on her channel for those of you who would like to go over. And so this is just a neutral to go with something that I will show you in a minute that I'll be working for my mom. Here is some sunflower fabric. My mother loves, loves, loves flowers. I'm going to put this down a little bit so I don't have to hold my arm up. Oops, so much. You don't have to see my little facey. So my mother has the draperies in her bedroom have like some browns and burgundy. So I'll show you what I'm going to be doing, because I'm going to be using, my mother likes heavy quilts. So you haven't seen me cut up Big Rooster's pants that he sent me yet, because I will be using those primarily in a jean quilt for my mom. I have a couple of her that I have on the drawing blocks for her, but I haven't made her a new quilt in about 10 years. And she has a queen size, king size bed, and we all go in there and get on her bed. I was on there a couple weeks ago because I put my leg up after, an hour and a half ride down there, an hour. And then I'm still recovering from my knee replacement. Black Guns and Gardens, thanks for coming. And so I got up, I brought my own big ice pack. And so I'm on her bed with this ice pack on my leg. She looks over at me, she smiles. She goes, "That's my guest room over there." She's talking about daddy's side of the bed. Everybody goes over there and crashes on her. So let me finish showing you what else is in my mail haul. My friend Vicky also had this neutral. I'll show you what it's going to go in on the back of the jeans quilt. The back of the blocks have a different color. Then here's another neutral, a brown color. The different blocks on the back will have different colors. Then here's a big animal print. I didn't have this one, so this is a lot. This is about 3 yards of fabric, so that will go on it. For those of you who like trivia, it takes about 21 yards of fabric to make a king size quilt, like I'm going to make for my mother's bed, or like I make for my sister's bed. I don't know if I want to think about rooster pants on your mother, Auntie Ellen. You know what? My mother would love it, and she loves a big guy too. What? What? She would love Big Rooster. He would just hug her and hug her. He would just hug him. Everybody loves mommy. I don't think my mother's ever had a fight in her whole life. Like kids grow up fighting each other. My mother was an only child. She never, never, never got in fights on that. She would tell you off now. She'll get you straight. Not to worry. So this was also in that package. This will not be going in mommy's quilt, but it's a nice fabric to have with the flowers and prints. And I like mixing this. I've had this before, lots of it in my with my African fabrics or other prints, just mixing them. I saw somebody come in. Barb Brownlee, thanks for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Stacy, Hansy in the Dirtsy. Y'all put me to sleep last night. I don't know what I was doing. I woke up in Never Neverland. And then this one is really cute. It's probably, I don't know if it's going to go in mommy's quilt, the jeans quilt, on the back of some of the blocks. Maybe on a binding, if I put a binding. I haven't decided. And then last but not least in that package is some flex foam. Rachel Unbiased, those of you who sew and make bags. Mostly I use cottons in my bags, but this is a really, really thin foam that Vicky puts in some of her things, or it's usable for arts and crafts. But I just think this was a really nice surprise package. Now, this is, excuse me, my allergies. Probably that dusty fabric. This is the package I was expecting, you guys. So one of my friends sent me this big, woo, this big box from Utah, and you see how big it is. This this box was so big. It cost 40 $48.40 to send it. It's like, jeans are $2 a pair. Why would she spend that much money? So her mother was a quilter and she quilts, and she lost her mother last year, and she always calls me her sister. Well, there's hardly anybody in Utah that looks like me. She doesn't look like me, but she's my sister. And we just love each other. We way before I started my channel, we were sisters. We're still sisters. So she gave me all the jeans she had started cutting up before her mother transitioned. And oh my goodness, you should see this stuff, you guys. Oh, from my friend Vicky's package, because she and I both had baby lock embroidery machines. She doesn't use hers anymore. So she sent me all of her neutral, like kind of goldish bobbin, pre-wound bobbins. Everybody who has an embroidery machine loves those. And then inside here are also some of the big bobbins, the big bobbins for the big machines. No, these won't fit in my machine. But you know what I do? When, in case some of you see these in the secondhand stores or whatever, when I find the big bobbins pre-wound and they don't fit in my machine, hey, Robin Murphy, thank you for coming and welcome. What I do with the big bobbins, I use that as a thread source for the top thread. Then I drop the bobbins in my regular machine, and I've already stuck some of these in plastic so that when I go to use my Singer heavyweight to sew all these jeans, I have all this thread already wound. Woohoo, y'all. So now let me put this big box down so I can show you the jeans that she spent $48 to mail to me from Utah. So one of the things that was in there was she had already pre-cut this star. So I will probably put this star in the middle of a block, in the middle of the denim quilt that I'm going to make for my mom. She also saved me some of these strips. And if you notice, they have the gold thread in them already. So, you know what I love about these jeans? Well, I love all jeans. I love the kids' jeans. I love the adult jeans. I like the ones that are tattered. I make something out of everything. Well, what I like about these jeans, them good old boys in Utah, them there farmers and everybody, Karen's little garden. I'm looking on the back of here. You could see where she traced the template for this little star. Of course, I'm going to put star, and I will probably put one of my denim labels that Unbiased made for me that said original by Pankey in the middle of mommy's quilt. So now, can you guys tell I'm so excited that I can't even talk. So these are the leftover strips. Like when you debone a pair of jeans and you've got all those strips along the side. Well, she's already discarded all the trash. These are already cut into 2.5-inch strips. So they're already ready. Hi, Happy Mac. Thanks for coming and welcome. They're already ready for me to use in my jeans bags. These are a little bit wider. They look like about 4 inches. But, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to take them out in sections to show you what they are. These are some pockets that she already frayed for me to make purses out of, to use the pockets on them. Already pre-cut. I know Rachel, everybody that sews, makes bags and everything are like, I wish I had somebody to cut those for me. So I'm actually going to, I'm trying not to knock my computer off because this, oh, she weighed the box before she mailed it to me. Trying not to bump the computer just so that you can see every single pair of these jeans is cut out, already squared up, already put on the grain line, and ready to sew. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So she's got these that are already pieced together. There are this one, I guess she started to make a bag. Again, one of Rachel's cute little denim labels printed will already be on here. All I have to do is square it up. Look at all this little neat stitching back here. And it's already stitched down. Then she's got this stack of, look at this, 6-inch blocks already cut. All these are 6-inch blocks. Then there are 7-inch blocks. I don't know, there must be 50, 60 of these cut. Then there are about 75 8-inch blocks already cut. Waiting for Chunk's shenanigans. Oh, the squirrel. Then, wait, here are a couple more 8-inch blocks. Or maybe I got a few of the 9. Look at all these 9-inch blocks. You can't buy these, you guys, anywhere. Oh. Then, here are 10-inch blocks. Maria Graham, ain't nobody think about you being jealous. You ain't jealous when you're getting all your stuff over there for $2. And look at this. These are the deboned ones that she left whole so that I can decide what else I want to do. That is an amazing gift. I can't even imagine how much time and labor she spent doing that. And again, these are those good old boy jeans, no elastic in them, their jeans. Unbiased that she needs all that. I know that's right. I know that's right. Oh, but then people are saying, what are you going to do with all those different sizes? Well, those of you who don't sew, don't quilt. Some of these blocks, the bigger blocks, like this, no, that's not a 10-inch one, but the 10-inch ones, let me show you. Hold on. The 10-inch blocks, every time you make a, look, these are really fatigued. Every time you make a seam, whether you sew straight or diagonal, quilting, you use a 1/4-inch seam, standard. Other quilts, like rag quilts, you make different sizes. And every time you sew a 1/2 inch on one, a 1/4 inch on one side of the line, a 1/4 inch, you're taking it down 4 seams. So you're going to lose an inch in the side of the fabric. So if I fold this with one of these, I then have half square triangles. And you can make lots of different designs, including different stars. So there are ways that you can mix them and match them. When I use the 6.5-inch blocks, the 6.5-inch block, if you sew 4 of them together, you will end up with a 12.5-inch block, which is a standard size block used in quilting and sewing. If you sew 3 2.5-inch strips together, it'll be 6.5 inches. So then guess what? You can cut it Oh, I don't feel like knocking all those over to get it. You can cut them so that the 6.5 inch blocks fit each other, or with the other increments that you have. So that is my mail haul, you guys. And I hope that you see what it is that I'm working my way through. Big roosters will now get cut up because now I have enough blocks to go with. I can make more of the 10-inch blocks, and this fancy star will be in the middle of one of those. Now, how many of you are still crocheting? Still crocheting? Let me, let me, I know a couple of you came up live crocheting. I want to show you down. Hands in the Dirt said it came down really hard this morning. Happy Mac. It's been raining pretty hard in Connecticut too. We are going to get more of this weather. Copied. Okay. So I'm a little slow, you guys. Control V. So I dropped the link down there if somebody wants to come up and finish what you started crocheting on. So it's in there. And I want to show you that I did finish that big giant 6 foot sleeping mat. And it will be going to someone who is a prepper. I don't know if he's 6 feet tall or not. I don't know if he's 6 feet tall. And what I'm going to do is make this into a bedroll. So there are several ways you can make a bedroll. So you guys, to make this big long bed mat, what I like about this is that in the winter, it will insulate your body from the ground. And not only will it insulate the body, the holes help it breathe so you don't get mold or whatever underneath your sleeping area. You just told everybody what a great idea the sleeping mat is. Thank you, Happy Mac. I didn't invent it. I'm just showing you guys. And those of you who were using t-shirts to make rugs out of, crocheting rugs, you can use the whole t-shirt. You can cut it up just like a plastic bag. And the t-shirt rag rugs are really, really nice. They're really, really nice. And they roll up, they curl on the edge. So let me find my big crochet hook. So what I'm going to do at the end, when I finish this, if anybody wants to come up and show us your crochet, so this is just a chain of 50 stitches. So what I'm going to do, I make it 51 so I can make one to turn. I'm going to make a single crochet in each one of these. Why? Because I don't want the strap to be real thick. I don't want it to be real thin, and this won't take long at all to do. Then what I'm going to do at the end is use the strap to tie around the bankroll. You know how you used to see the cowboys in the old Wild Wild West movies with their bedroll on the back of their horse riding off into the sunset? That's basically what this is going to be. I've made these mats in the past with a regular handle. But guess what? The weight of this thing made it like kind of stretch at the end. So I'm making this so that it's going to be like this thick to go around. Hello, retired gardener. Praying for Dolores. She's working outside, but she wanted to stop in and say hello. Dolores will be seeing this at the end. I asked her to not try to come up, do anything. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. We're fine. We just want her to be fine and come home and enjoy us. So we're going to Just finish this quick little loop. So who's ready for the weekend to plant? May 15th is actually the day that they say six zones 6A and 6B can go outside to plant. Me, I'm waiting until May 31st or Memorial Day weekend. Why? Because I need some help cleaning my garden out. And I want to get two new the tin beds because I had a couple of beds that died over the winter and collapsed with all of my good soil in it. Luckily, it was on a rug, so I'll be able to reclaim my soil. And there are tons of leaves that I can use for hugelkultur. And there are two of the biggest, like tractor trailer size beds of compost out there, just like years and years of weeds that nobody else wanted to use. I have a use for, but you have to get, excuse me, a ladder and somebody go up there and get it out of the bed of there and bring it down and put it in a wheelbarrow and take it around the other side of the garden. So all we have is this little bit to do. Excuse me. And I'll show you what to do to make the tie off for excuse me, talking too fast. How about some water? Excuse me, you guys. And then I can go back, excuse me, to my Mother's Day gift that I'm making for my mom, which will be 4 king-size pillowcases that match her neck bone pillow that she loves to sleep on every night. Oh, she's just curled up like a little baby with their little pacifier and favorite toy or something. Excuse me. So about, let's see, about 10 more stitches, and then we're going to roll this bankroll up. Not bankroll. I wish it was a bankroll. Not that I need anything. I don't even want anything, actually. Okay, so this is the end of the thread. GQUAT standing outside still. You haven't left me. What's good, everybody? Thank you. Thank you, Croppa. We're just all sitting in here watching Auntie Ellen crochet and praying for Dolores, who had surgery yesterday. So for those of you who have not seen me connect a big ball of Plarn, Plarn is an abbreviation for plastic yarn. What I do is take the old piece that I was working on, this new piece, this new piece actually doesn't have a hole in it, but I'm going to make it. Take the new piece and put it under the part that's sticking up. You just pass the new ball through there. That's why I left it there, because I wanted to show you guys one more time. And then I'm pulling it through to tighten up. Just pulling it through to tighten. These two are connected. She's waiting for the end of the month to plant her tomatoes and peppers outside. She's in 4B. And the temps have been between 74 and 80. Today rating at 50. You guys, Auntie Joanne Stevens won't go on and show you guys. She sends me the pictures. She's got beets about to harvest, carrots out there. She's been dropping new seeds out in her back. She's been like, I'm calling her Farmer J. Auntie Joanne has a new nickname, Farmer J. So I have like 5 more stitches. I'll show you what I'm going to do to tie it off and turn this into a bedroll. I think that it will have more versatility, more uses if I put 2 long straps on here instead of 2 short handles, which would like get soggy because this does have a little bit of weight to it. And you guys, I'm at like a little over 1,800, about 1,879 subscribers on the channel. When I get to 1,900, I'm going to do a small giveaway. And by then, I should have about 10 or 20 of these huge Mylar bags that I will include in the giveaway in case somebody wants to make something out of them. I want to say they're at least 36 inches by 36 inches and doubled. As a matter of fact, as soon as I finish these 2 stitches, I will show you. Getting ready to harvest some beets today. Good for you, sissy. I love beets. I love, love, love beets. Okay, so now we're at the very last stitch of the chain. So I'm just making this up as I go, as Unbiased would say. So we're just making it up. The first time I've done this one, but see, I wanted it to be really solid, not just this little piece on here. So now I'm going to go through, make a slip stitch, pull this through. All right. Either use my handy dandy scissors or my new pocket knife I just got because, Francesca, how are you doing, my dear? My new knife I bought in case I don't have anything to open bags in the garden or whatever. So I'm going to, yes, Sissy. My sister's always like, Sissy, be careful. I'm being careful. This is a brand new, really sharp knife. I forgot how to close it, but I'm going to put it over here. Okay, so now I'm going to pull this through, and ta-da, it's ended. So now I'm going to do what Kelly, I Bring It Every Day, was talking about. Just loop these ends in because why? When I roll this thing up, it is not getting unrolled until it goes to its final home because I have been monkeying around with this thing for a year. Francesca saying, hello, beautiful people. Okay, so now look, at the end of this giant bedroll, which is 6 feet by 3 feet, this is what you would do with it, how you would store it. So I'm going to start at the bottom. Let me back up. Can you use a sewing machine? It's not fabric, Rachel. It is Mylar plastic. You know the bags that you seal your food in? This is the exact same except giant size. Giant size. And I cut them up into strips. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm rolling it up on my lap. Sorta, kinda. And so I'm rolling, but I just want you to see once it's rolling up. How about I do it this way? It's like the grooves fit into each other, so it's not really that big. You could put it on the saddle of a horse. I used to have horses. I like horses. So here's the end of it, right? Pull it under like you do a rope, and then look. You can wrap it around again. I'm going to make 2 of these. So you can put them over your shoulders. I'm not going to put it over my rotator cuff shoulders. Oh, H to the double L rails. No. So here's one strap, and you could put one strap or two, put it over your shoulder, and look, here is whew, a bedroll. Wrestling with that big guy made me sweat. Wrestling with that big guy, that big feller had me sweating. Woo, he was a handful. He was a handful. So Rachel Unbiased. Oh, here's a little strip that I was going to show you. This would be like some of the 2.5-inch blocks sewn with the denim, different kind of ways. But I am an improvisational quilter. What does that mean? I improvise. Rachel improvises. We make stuff up and we love it. That's what makes it fun. That's why we love what we do. Nobody does it like us, and we probably can't remember unless we look at our video exactly how we did it. So, quickly, you guys, I'm going to show you my mom's Mother's Day present. And thank you, everyone who came for the GQUAT family reunion buzz. Let's see. You're glad to hear about quilting this way, because they have the old fashioned quilters, where you had to have 21 stitch. Hey, Teresa Bailey. Hi from Overcast, Maine. Hope Dad's okay. Thank you. Teresa Bailey and I met on Facebook way before I thought about a YouTube channel. And by the way, Saturday, if you guys come, I have a project that I started for Christmas, and it's the Queen Mama Africa. And it was a giant queen quilt of an African quilt fabrics. I never finished it. Oh, guess who? I see something.
Hello.
Kelly. And thank you for coming.
Sorry, I missed your crochet. Now, the tragic thing was...
Because Dolores isn't here to keep me under control, and I...
Oh, hello.
My headphone, and I will pick up my work that I was going to show you. Just holding on so that I don't trip over these piles of fabric I left all over the floor over here.
Nice.
Yes. So this is 100-year-old earplug that's like 10 feet. I love it. Just 1 minute, you guys. Just talk to them, Kelly, while
Okay.
I'm
Let me look at the comments.
myself and not getting it into the knitting.
Yes.
Or crochet.
So the sad thing is that StreamYard was giving me technical difficulties, and I clicked on the link, and it stopped my camera. It completely stopped my camera. So there it is. But hey, everybody.
She's saying, "Hey, everybody." I can't hear you, Kelly.
Okay, good. So that's
Can everybody hear her well?
Now I'm frozen.
Oh, I see. Well, just talk. Now you're unfrozen.
Okay, good.
I think it's the storms going through the country.
Oh, it could be. Okay. Because it completely froze my camera earlier, when you hit the button. And it took me 10 minutes to get up here, or 8 minutes or whatever. Hi, Maria.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad I'm glad I ain't got no expensive camera over here to be frozen up on with my money.
No, this is my laptop, my Chromebook. That's what I have, a Chromebook. Yeah.
That's still money.
Is it?
Yes.
It's under $200, so I think that's pretty cheap, actually.
But it wasn't free, right?
It was not free. That is true.
It all counts. You took it out of the budget to buy it.
We had to take it out of the budget.
Yes. So what are you working on?
Oh, so I was, it's funny. I haven't worked on the Plarn since we did last week. I was saying I need to make some because my husband, look what, I didn't show you this, but he made this. So this is fake oats here. And he put all the bags in here. And I thought it was such a good idea, so I can just
bag holder. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That is so cool.
Yeah, he's smart. See? sometimes.
Yeah,
It's good.
you got all your yarn up all over the den floor.
I'm trying to keep it. I put this out here just to. I was gonna make a winter blanket, and winter went by, and I never made it. But all this is winter. I was gonna make this brown and black and cream blanket, but it just never happened.
Yes.
So I need to do that right now.
Oh, Perfection Baking saying, hello, Auntie Ellen. Thank you for coming and
Oh,
welcome, welcome, welcome. So, are you making anything? I know that you are a mother, but are you making any gifts for
yeah,
others or baking or cooking?
yeah,
I like cook gifts as well.
yeah. I did. I made a blanket for my mother, and I haven't mailed it, which is bad. So I have to tell her. So it's
Uh,
finished. It's finished, but I just like I didn't mail it yet. But I mailed her a card, so far, so she should get that in time. But I figured I made a blanket. I was playing around with blanket yarn, and I
I
just kind of
did,
got into it, and then
I
I got
did.
hooked, and so I've made two blankets now, which is crazy
Did you
because I
finish putting
yes,
the ends in your mom's blanket?
yeah, I did, yeah. I don't
Good.
have a. Let me see. I thought I had my phone nearby. I must not have. I did bad packing, but anyway, I took a nap earlier, so I was kind of discombobulated. But yeah, I put the ends
I'm
in.
rubbing off on you more than you know, Kelly. I'm the nap queen. I didn't get it today because
I needed one bad. It was bad. Yeah, my husband and I were both like asleep on the couch, and we both went like what happened?
oh, oh,
But he has been sleeping weird. Thank you. He hasn't been. Just say hi. Hello.
oh, hello. I haven't seen you cooking lately on the videos. I
Yeah,
used to see him sometimes, his
yeah,
shadow or his hand, or at
right.
least tasting it, but I haven't seen him lately.
No, he's been hiding.
Just so that I'd watch, just so he knows.
Okay, so they're looking for you.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
At least see if it's worth tasting.
Right, right. Well, the funny thing is, usually by the time I go, okay, here it is. This is what it looks like on the plate. I give it to him. Then I'm like, okay, now in summary, we did X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z. The next thing you know, the plate's empty.
Oh,
So
it,
usually I know if it's okay if the plate's empty in about 5 minutes.
oh, in the background.
Right.
Perfection Baking is actually, I forgot what her, Diversity Love.
Ah.
And she got hacked and ended up starting a new channel.
Mm.
So just so that you guys know, that
Wow.
is her. But now she's got all that room for baking. There's no reason she can't be sewing and quilting. So,
You can do
uh,
whatever you want, right? Yeah.
yes,
Yes.
exactly, exactly.
It's good.
So I want to show you guys my mother's almost finished Mother's Day present. I won't be working on it Saturday because I want to finish the Queen Mama quilt,
Right.
which is underneath here somewhere. This is actually my green screen that I use for a design wall with
Okay.
projects underneath there. I have like, and she said she will be sewing soon.
Oh,
So I
good.
have like a million projects going, but that's why I never get bored. I do a little bit.
Yes.
They have different deadlines,
Yes.
or it's like yours, your mother's blanket. It's summer anyway. It was 80 degrees the other day
Exactly.
here because it was in Connecticut.
Yes.
And I just wanted to say that you do it when you can do it. Auntie Joanne just got her earrings in her
Oh.
box the day before yesterday for her birthday
Oh,
that
good.
she should have gotten for Christmas.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. And she said there was only one pair. They were from Our Treasured Home. And
Oh,
I'm
okay.
like, well, at least the one pair got in there. I don't know where I put them all.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
hard.
yes, if I could show you guys, this is what I made for mommy.
Oh, that's
I
nice.
just called her before now, so maybe she's taking her nap.
Oh.
She didn't answer, so hopefully she won't see it. But
Mm.
it's okay. It
Okay.
is. She has like 10 pillows on her bed.
Oh,
Four
wow.
or six of them are king size. So this is a
Yep.
four king size pillowcase in a neutral color, and those butterflies and dragonflies to match that little neck bone pillow that she has fallen in love with.
Okay.
So the others are almost finished. By Saturday, they should be ready to put in these dollar
Mm.
store bags that
Yes.
I dropped all over the place when I was in there. You know how you get one and it's hooked and they went all over the place?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't bend over and get them. I just politely left them, and I'm like, I didn't know who left that mess in aisle 3.
Oops.
So this
It's
is what
nice.
I'm working on for Mommy for Mother's Day. Would any of you, oh, our treasured home, Joanne Stevens, is thanking for the lovely earrings. I gave her some with pearls in it because I think pearls look so cute on my sister with her hair.
Yeah, she has hair.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hair. It's good.
Yes, yes, yes. So I will say happy Mother's Day, but if you come Saturday at 6 p.m., I will be
Yes.
wishing all of you happy Mother's Day, and I will try to have a couple little giveaway things.
Oh, that's cool.
And you don't have to be a mother, you guys. Anybody who gets in can win. So, Kelly,
Nice.
before you leave, can you tell us a little bit about your
Oh,
channel? Oh,
sure.
wait, everybody. I'll wait a little longer. If you
Oh,
put exclamation mark GQUAT,
yes.
you can drop your channel. Okay, Kelly, you can be telling us about your.
Okay. So I am a variety channel, just like Annie Ellen, and I do a little crafting, knit, crochet, and what else do I do? I do cooking on Fridays, and I meet with my crochet group. So I go around trying to meet different groups, and like right now, this is kind of a. I'm going to show you just a little teaser. So I'm working on a
Yes.
wearable, but anyway, this is what it looks like. So
Wait, no. Oh, you're not going to let us see any more than that.
that's it. That's the wearable. I'm working on a wearable.
Oh,
Yeah, but I finished the blanket, and so I've been doing like these last couple of weeks. I've made a lot of blankets, and it's been fun. But I that's not my thing. Like I like to do wearables when I can. Yeah. So I made a bikini top, and I made some other stuff, and I'm just messing around. I usually just like to dibble and dabble and see what other people are doing because a lot of people make bikini tops like for the summer, and they make like summer tank tops out of crochet.
you're
And
killing me talking about, oh, I finished all these blankies in the last few weeks. You and Maria Graham are in the fast lane.
a little bit. I mean, a little bit.
Would anybody else like to share what you're working on for Mother's Day or Friends Day or just what you're working on in general? I encourage each of you to do what you love what you do,
Hmm.
even if it's only a few minutes every day. Look, I've got 100 things going. I do whatever I feel like doing.
Same here. Same here.
Yes, so the rest of you, would anybody else like to share what you're
Oh,
doing?
oh, thank you.
Yes. Okay, so now if you guys hold on, I want to show you something.
Sure.
If I can find it.
I just dropped my
So
phone,
we
so I
will
have to pick it
be
up.
okay. But
Sure.
what I'm trying to do is take that off, and I'm trying to scroll down. Oh, you know what it is?
What
This
happened?
this computer is not like the laptop where you can just touch stuff. Go back to the comments.
Oh yeah.
Well, well, I was trying to do the outro that I have in here, but
Yeah, I love your outro and intro. They're good.
thank you. It's just that I can't scroll down. Oh, video clips. How about that? If you guys hold on, just bear with me. This is a learning code. Okay, thank you. And dun, 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 dun. And oh, that's how that goes. Okay. So, thanks everybody. And for her granddaughter, Teresa's making a sunbonnet Sue quilt in 1930 reproduction fabric, all hand stitched. Perfection baking. You're doing mother's flower garden? Are you doing all the octa things? Roscoe said, that's really nice, Kelly. Roscoe's the king of wrapping up in blankies. He loves to cuddle up in blankies. He loves to cuddle up.
That's
So,
good.
you guys, let me see. It's Thursday. Miss Shirley OG Gardner's going on at 7. Vision Preparedness, Garden State Gardener. A bunch of people are going on at 8. Odom is going on at 9. So you guys check out the other channels, and thank you for coming. Peace, love, and blessing. I didn't make too much of a hot mess out of all my new graphics. So thank you, goodbye, and thank you, goodbye, and I will see you on Saturday.
Thank you.